Hey guys, and welcome back to another edition of KobraCasts. I'll be your host, Dr. Cobra. This is game 2 of a best of 5 series between MajorMajor and Grizzly. MajorMajor down here is the pink Protoss again. Grizzly up here playing as random now is going to be yellow Zerg this time. This is game 2 of the game 5 series. MajorMajor was able to take the first game, mostly with gateway units. He had a pretty nicely timed attack where he warped in some Zealots and Stalkers with the Warp Prism into the back of Grizzly's base. Grizzly had to bring his entire army back to try to fight that off. While he did that, he left his front door open to another attack by MajorMajor, so great play in the first game. This game is going to be on Steps of War, and this is one of my favorite maps, actually. Smaller map, but you see a lot of longer, crazy games going on in here. I'm not really sure why, but I like it. So, got the probe coming in, scouting around. Coming in pretty early, so he doesn't see anything's fishy. You know, doesn't see a 6 pool or something crazy like that. We got the 15 gas going down and 14 pool, probably. There he is, 14 pool. I guess MajorMajor wanted to scout also really early because Grizzly is playing random, so we needed to find out what race he was playing against so he'd get a good idea of what he needed to do. MajorMajor putting down very normal start. Gateway pylon going down at his ramp. Gonna use the Zealot to block it off. First complete wall off. Overlord is chugging. Overlords are so slow. Anyway, he's gonna get over here and scout this all out. Got that Zealot coming out. Gonna be our front door gate. This drone coming out. Looks like he wants to expand. Doesn't quite have the minerals yet. So, you know, fairly early expansion, but definitely not a fast expand. As he is going to be putting this down at 18. Bring up the production tab. We got a queen coming out. No Zerglings yet. This queen is rallied. To here. I guess that's for this Overlord. And this Overlord. Queen popping out. Needs to inject. There she goes. Got that Zergling speed coming out. And 4 Zerglings on the way, so that will be good. Got the Zealot out here, blocking the front gate. This Stalker's going to come out, push this Overlord out, maybe kill him. I don't know. It'll be close. Go, Overlord, go faster. Run for your life. Oh, he's dead. And that will be the end of the Overlord. Here comes the first Zerglings out. Looks like maybe they're just going to poke their head up here, maybe see if there's an expansion down already. Maybe just going to wait out here and be scouts to see when MajorMajor is going to push out. Does have that Cybernetics core, not getting research warp gate, even though he does have the resources for it. These Zerglings going to be able to see MajorMajor pushing out, run back home, tell their friends. Couple more Zerglings out, got the second queen out, and the Roach Warren on its way. Here comes some more Zerglings. Speedlings now, speed just finished. So let's see if this Protoss force can do anything against them. Putting down a creep tumor, bringing out the second queen to help defend. Speedlings got a pretty good surround. Queen's pounding away at these Zealots. All the Speedlings are gone though. Let's see. This Overlord is in the way. Queen's going to be able to push off the Zealots. Could use a transfuse if they have enough energy. Here we go. Stalker sitting there taking a couple shots. Queen's getting off creep, which is not a good idea. They are so slow off of creep. Pulling back, and MajorMajor is going to pull his forces back as well. Got some roaches out now. Got some speedlings out. Going to be able to deal with any early aggression right now. Protoss ground level weapon 1 coming up from this forge. Couple more gateways going down. Warp gate is coming out. If I'd have to guess, I'm going to say a lot more gateway units, just like last game for MajorMajor. So these roaches ought to do pretty well against them. Let's see. Bunch of drones coming out right now. I haven't seen any change in tech. Here we go. There's the layer. So, you know, either look for Roach Hydra or get some Mutalisks out on the field. Not doing a great job spreading this creep. Well, I guess he is spreading the creep outwards pretty well, but it'd be nice to link up the two bases real quick. This Ursadak calf, just hanging out. He doesn't really care that people are fighting everywhere around him. Finally got Warp Gate finished. Weapons level 1 still on the way. Got this forward pile. I'm going to be able to warp in some units. Looks like he's going to poke his head up to the natural, see what he's going to be able to fight. And got 4 more roaches on the way, which is going to need because this is a pretty big Protoss force. These roaches doing a pretty good job on their own. 4 more roaches popping. This is a big Zealot Stalker push. Coming in here looking to snipe this queen maybe. The Zealots forcing these roaches back up the ramp so the Stalkers can do their damage. More roaches popping out. The queen does go down. Quite a few roaches in there. Looks like they're going to be able to kill off all the Zealots. These two Stalkers taking out a couple drones. All the Zealots go down. See if the roaches can handle these Stalkers. Able to push them out the front. Got 7 more roaches on the way. Overlord trying to run away. And looks like these roaches are going to be able to mop up this force. But that was a pretty successful attack. He was able to take out quite a few roaches. Able to take out this queen. Stop all mining at this base. Kill quite a few drones too. So looks like the roaches are going to push out. See if they can counter. However, there's a bunch of Stalkers up here waiting for them. And Stalkers do bonus damage to armored, so they ought to be okay. Although here comes some speedling. They're going to take out that forward pylon pretty well. MajorMajor got his expansion down. Going to need to warp in a couple more units to defend it, I think. Grizzly not pushing up this ramp quite yet. Content to hang out at the bottom there. Here we go. Starting to push up. MajorMajor warping some more units in, warping in a sentry. Getting some worker transfer, trying to get the second base up and running. Here comes more roaches, and glial reconstitution, or roach speed, starting to come in for Grizzly. Poking his head up that ramp. Gonna try to snipe that Zealot. Not gonna have enough to do it. Falling back, waiting for the rest of his roaches to catch up to him. And he's gonna fall back altogether, it looks like. Overlords hanging out, seizing up, kind of looking at these minerals, I guess. Starting to get this base up and running again. Got the queen back, got a couple drones. Throwing down the Hydralisk den. Got a third queen coming out, I guess just for extra defense or maybe for creep tumors. Gotten one observer coming out. So this looks pretty much like the exact same build last time from MajorMajor. Except maybe, I don't remember the +1 weapons last time. So probably going to get this observer out, then get a couple of mortals, help deal with the roaches. Try not to style like himself. Bunch of creep tumors coming down. What is that? Are you guys seeing this? What in the world is the green? Okay, there we go. There it is. Alright, I'm no longer confused. Never mind. So I guess that third queen was to come out and throws down some creep tumors, which is really going to help. This observer is going to be able to spot this army. A lot of sentries in this mix. Throwing down a couple force fields that weren't really worth that much. A lot of roaches, but a pretty big Protoss ball here. Hallucination on the way, one immortal on the way. Going to be an